One of my favorite restaurants in Margate, New Jersey is Stephen Cookies. I'm sure you've heard me say that many times. When blueberries are in season, they make the most amazing pie. Well, I had to recreate my own version at home. After countless attempts, I finally mastered it. Stick around, you don't want to miss this delicious pie. Guys, so first to get started on our award-winning blueberry pie. Well, my pie didn't win an award, but Stephen Cookies, I am sure they've won many awards. This pie is classic. Everyone loves it. So I went through searching and researching and again and again and again to find that missing ingredient that really holds this pie beautifully. And after researching online, America's Test Kitchen opened the door and educated me on what this pie needed to hold beautifully. So you'll see later on what that ingredient is. So first we're gonna make our crust. I have graham crackers, some dark brown sugar, regular granulated sugar, and cinnamon. And I'm melting some butter. So a classic graham cracker crust. All right, butter goes in. So now you just want to whisk all this together until it forms, and then we're going to transfer it into a pie plate. And we're going to bake it at 375 degrees just until all those sugars melt and forms the crust and gets a little toasty, about 10 minutes. But I'm going to show you how to form this crust. Here is my pie crust, 9-inch pie crust. So you want to evenly add all of the graham crackers into the bottom. Evenly spread it out. It's a lot of crust, but it's also a really heavy blueberry filling as well. Take a ramekin. Now you just want to flatten the bottom, and then it will press up onto the sides. So you want it pretty high up onto the sides, because when it bakes, it does shrink a bit. Then take the side of your ramekin and then just press up high around the perimeter, forming the crust. You want it to be pressed, that way it doesn't crack later. My crust looks perfect. Into the oven. All right, so now for the filling. So in a 2-quart sauce pot, I have sugar, granulated sugar, light brown sugar, cornstarch. So that's one of the secret ingredients. So that just thickens all the liquids. And then pectin. So that was the missing key that took me forever to pull this together. That was America's Test Kitchen. They opened that thought for me, and once I made the pie with that pectin, that was it. All right, some cinnamon. And now earlier I went ahead and pulled out some of those blueberries and pureed it. So there is a natural gelatin to the blueberries, as you can kind of see. They've been setting for a little bit. See that? But it's actually not enough. You need that pectin, you need the cornstarch to pull it all together so it sets beautifully. So now we're just going to cook it until it thickens. You want it to come to a slight boil. You want all those bubbles to break the entire surface. That way you can ensure that it's fully thickened and the pectin is activated and the cornstarch as well. So we first started off with a lot of blueberries, almost about 40 ounces, which is about 2.5 cups. So I took out some of those blueberries, and that's in our mixture right here. So the remainder of the blueberries, I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Give that a toss and wait while our mixture, our blueberry mixture with our pectin and cornstarch comes to a boil. It looks like it's just about there. Perfect. So as you can see, all the bubbles are breaking the surface, and that's what you want. You're going to see it start to thicken. So we just want to cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes, no more. All right, so you want to remove it from the heat, and then we have to let the mixture cool for about 20 to 30 minutes. All right, so crust is perfect. So now it needs to sit and further set to tighten up the sugars and make the crust. crust is cooled, our blueberry filling is cooled. So the reason why you want that blueberry filling to be cooled is because we're gonna add them into the remainder of all of these beautiful blueberries, and we don't want them to burst and break. We want to keep them whole. So when blueberries are in season, obviously you're going to get them in abundance and they will be a lot cheaper. You need a lot of blueberries for this pie. So we're just going to fold the blueberry mixture into our whole blueberries. And then we're going to evenly fold the entire mixture. Just careful not to break those beautiful blueberries. And then we're going to pour it into our pie crust. Is that not a blueberry pie or what? All right, so you just want to go around the perimeter and just carefully yet firmly pack it. That way it evenly sets. So when you cut it, it's one perfect slice. So I'm going to place this into the refrigerator to set for about 5 hours to overnight. So our blueberry pie is well chilled. So you could make some homemade whipped cream to go with this, or some vanilla ice cream. This is a very popular pie. All right, this piece is for me. So when your blueberries are in season in your area, they will be plump, juicy, and perfectly sweet tart. These blueberries are huge. They're so sweet. This is such a delicious pie. You will not be disappointed. For this recipe, head over to the newspaper's website. I'm Shereen with Cook This. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.